substitution question. This time we have a more interesting function. So just to clear up some questions that we have had before, this really means that I would like you to write g of x equals x take 4. So this symbol here, this is a function that takes x into g's. However, let's use, every time you see that, let's rewrite in this form. And now we're ready to go. Now it looks like the previous question. So simply, as soon as you see this, you will simply write this with an equals. Hopefully that clears up that question. So, part A, g of 1. So I'm going to put a bracket wherever there's an x that needs to be swapped out, i.e. here and here. Now for question part A, we had a 1. And this one is 1 take 4 divided by 1 is minus 3. Let's try part B. G of equals a bracket minus 4 over a bracket. Here's the two x's where the brackets are. Part 4 was a 4. So a 4 would go here and here. We have a bit of algebraic substitution here. So 4 divided by 4 is 1. Okay. One more. G of minus 1, bracket, minus 4 over bracket. Okay, so in this case we have minus 1 here, minus. So we have negative 1, and minus 4 divided by minus 1 is plus 4. Okay, some interesting numbers, but that's because this graph has a more interesting shape than perhaps some of the quadratics we've been looking at. So I might skip a question and we'll look straight at the last section here, part E. What is g of 1/2? So here's the original function ready to go. That's the g function for this question. X take 4 on x, bracket take 4 on bracket. We're going to substitute the minus 1/2 in here. And here we have, do we remember what's going on with our fractions? So first of all, there's minus 1/2. Here is minus 4 divided by minus 1/2. So if we do that, minus 4 divided by minus 1/2 is 4 times by 2 over 1. Negative, negative. So this is going to be 8. Plus 8. Minuses are cancelled. 4 divided by 1/2 is 8. Perhaps you might need to put that in the calculator to prove that to yourself. Dividing by 1/2 doubles the number. So my answer here is 7.5. Or, you know, you may look at it in the book and it might have as an improper fraction. So 8 times by 2 is 16. Take 1 would be 15 over 2. Quite often in maths we tend to use these fractions as opposed to those fractions. So there's a few substitution questions for part